What's up, guys? I'm Sai. I'm here with Hellfire, and we're going to be doing another wonderful interview today. We're going to be doing some Pokemon tier listing whilst we talk about the Respawn recruits. Hellfire, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Hellfire. I'm a survival streamer, and I'm one of the Respawn recruits top 250.
Cool. Right. So as you can see in front of you, you've got a tier list of different generations. Generations run from left to right. If you want to, feel free, click away and start picking whatever you want to pick.
I will have a little look through and see what I can find.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
Let's start with 1 out of 1, shall we?
Go for it.
We've got Eevee for that one.
Easy choice. Very easy choice. Oh, you're
the different evolutions always so cool to play with.
Yeah, got to agree with you there. So, how did you get into content creation?
So for me, I was introduced to content creation by someone who showed me content creators. A friend of mine showed me a DayZ streamer, and from that, from content creation, I was showed another creator, and it was kind of something that really interested me. My social life doesn't allow me to go out too much due to family commitments, so it was a way that I could enjoy gaming and still get to talk to people at the same time.
Yeah,
which was always an interesting one for me. I do like to be social.
Absolutely. Obviously, Rayquaza.
Similar situation. Yeah, and the shiny version is beautiful. It was one of the first shinies I got on Pokémon Go, and it's just the black version of it is amazing.
It really is. Did you get close to a hundo with that, by any chance?
I don't think so. I think mine was like 85%.
Yeah,
I pulled sitting on like 6 hundos at the moment.
Yeah, I pulled a 96 shiny, and I was like, damn it! Really frustrated, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I spend so much time playing it. The shiny Heracross is nice too.
Bright pink.
I did think to start off with they'd got a little bit over the top with the pink and the green ones, but no, I do appreciate them now.
Whenabouts did you actually start fully on your content creation path?
So I started roughly around 2016 when I started streaming on Twitch. When I was very much playing a lot of DayZ. Didn't really do much with YouTube where I am now until probably about last year before, to be fair. It was all very hit and miss, but it was something I wanted to look at, and then took a break, and then when I decided that it was time for the break to be over, kind of stuck with YouTube. Got to a point with it where I'm comfortable. I need to I've just opened something up to try and break me out of that comfortability factor by producing a variety channel.
Oh, really?
To try and take me into playing games that I wouldn't normally play, but still enjoy being able to play them. So I don't stream much unless it's like a first-person shooter-based game.
Okay.
I'd really like to be able to do things with, say, like Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto and sort of some of the story-based games that have been released and look so good that I just haven't really bothered with because they don't fit into what I normally stream.
Yeah, Groudon's a good shout.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a primal form Groudon.
And then we'll go with the Entei.
Okay, yeah, fair dues.
Probably one of my favourite fire-type Pokemon, to be fair.
Yeah, and Entei's pretty cool. I love that. There's only one.
Two, isn't it? I don't really like that one, but yeah, I'll take that one.
I was gonna say, what choice have you got at this stage?
It's the same for a couple of generations, though, I'm sure.
Try Dark types. Try Dark types in Gen 1.
Oh, it's gotta be because it's an evolution, surely.
Oh, that was Gen 2. Check that one. So you've got 2 glitches, the ghost from Lavender Town, and the 2 fossils that you see in Pewter City.
It kind of looks a little bit like Kabuto, but I'm sure it's not.
It is. That's Kabutops. That's the evolution of Kabuto. Just a skeleton form.
Not being as good as I thought it would be.
Just out of interest as well, by the way. So
Yeah.
I see that you do, or that you call yourself a sort of a Tarkov content creator. Why? Why Tarkov?
There was just something about the element of Tarkov that really gave it for me. The fact that you can go in, kit it to the nines, and still die to a guy with just a pistol, and then you sit there and you go, how? And it's just because he's better than me. At the end of the day, like, it's a very high skill based game with a very steep learning curve. So it's not just the maps that you need to worry about, and there are like so many of them, not as many as it could be, but still quite a few. And each map has got like 8 or 9 different extracts depending on the size of the map, and then you've got spawn points you've got to take into consideration, where the loot is. If you die, you don't keep it. If you die to a player and they loot your stuff, it's gone.
Oh,
if they
really?
leave with it, you're not getting it back. Like you give it to them.
I love that Kingler. That Kingler is the absolute bomb. Look at that mustache.
That's pretty good. I'm just thinking, like, when did Kangaskhan have a little Kangaskhan?
So Kangaskhan's always had a little Kangaskhan. It's just always been in its pouch. So the Mega Evolution, which is what you see there, is the little one's grown up a little bit.
I must admit, I do like that. That is cool. I'm not even sure why. I just like it.
Oh, gee, I wonder whether it could be due to the fact that you have a beard.
I was thinking more of the fact he has spoons, and I really like yogurt. So, I mean, 5 spoons in a big tub of yogurt goes down quite nicely, I can imagine.
I don't know why I've just got this image of you doing the thing with these 2 yogurt pots with like loads of spoons hovering over you, and you just sit there like this going, just eating the yogurt.
Yeah, Hellfire chooses yogurt. It was very effective.
It's super effective, just wasted on the sofa afterwards.
Wouldn't be the first time I've woken up on the sofa with half of the previous night's meal still on me or on my lap.
Somewhere
Zapdos.
Around you. Oh, Zapdos is your favourite?
Out of the pictures that were there, that one's the only one that I'm kind of enjoying looking at the most, and he's just quite a cool little Pokemon. You know, he looks really, really super aggressive, and the animations they normally use on his abilities are normally pretty cool. So
but what's going to be your favourite of Gen 1? So, like, out of
the ones I've chosen, what am I going for?
Yep, like, what is your
Can I give
takeaway?
Any reason at all for that?
Of course you can. If it's Mr. Yogurt Spoons, then I get it.
It's not, actually. It's Mr. Mime, and I'll give you the reason why it's Mime. So the first shiny I ever caught on Pokemon Go was Shiny Mime.
Oh, really?
One of my favourites, yeah. It was the first one I got. It was either the first shiny I ever had or the first wild shiny I ever had. You know, and he's green and it's cool, and it was kind of one of those. All of my mates that have seen it have been like, I want that, and I'm like, no, you're not having it. My most wanted shiny on Pokemon Go is the Schmergle.
Oh.
Him and Ditto are the 2 I've been after ages, and I just don't seem to be able to pull them out.
So I do have a shiny Ditto. I did get a shiny Ditto.
Might not be friends much longer.
Well,
I love having shiny.
Well, if I end up getting another one, I'll once I've got you on friend code, I'll trade you it.
Yeah, that's worth the drive. That is. I'll take that.
Yeah. I'm hoping you can do it sort of remotely. That would be ideal.
Oh, I keep looking at these and I'm going, I caught one of those earlier. I caught one of them earlier.
Did you play Pokemon Go quite regularly then?
Every time I leave the house, if I walk to the shop, if I take the kids to school, to get to the kids' school, I've got to go past the local university, and it's like 30 Pokestops. So I'll pull on the side of the road, take a 2-minute walk either way, just spin all the Pokestops.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I'm pretty much on it all the time. I love it.
You must have completed that Pokestop one, the masterwork research, like that. Like, that must have just gone. Okay, I'm very interested in your favourite now.
Yeah, I thought you might be. Now I'm sat here thinking, it's going to have to be the evolution. It's going to have to be.
Yep.
I can't think of many more in that list.
Umbreon's too good.
Yeah.
Suicune's not bad either, to be fair. Do like Suicune, but
they are very tanky. Just trying to think. Where would I find Meltan if I was really hoping for it?
I suppose maybe Sword and Shield. So like Gen 8. So they've got like Super Saiyan Melmetal, but nothing else. Okay. I don't even remember that. Jeez. Never mind. Okay. Never mind.
It's alright, we'll go back to the top. That Kecleon seems to be spin to win now.
Kecleon's a pain in the arse. That's what Kecleon is. But what is it that drives you in your content creation, by the way? What pushes you?
Drives me? I like learning new things. So with each video I produce, I try and add something new to it, or try and learn something new to do it. So I think it's just the will to learn, to kind of want to input with people that are in the same situation with me, like guys that can't necessarily go to the pub because they care for family, or people that are on their own that don't really socialise. Just kind of a place for the lost and for the homeless, I suppose. I don't know. So everyone's got a person to hang out with. It's kind of what motivates me. I like to be that person.
It's pretty freaking wholesome, to be fair.
Funny story with the Feebas. So me and two buddies go into town once a month to play Pokemon and do some the routes and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously with the current events going on, there was a lot of Feebas sitting around, and they're the most annoying things to put in gyms for like when you try to take them, because you take off the smallest amount of health each time. So my mate Ben has been referring to them as war crimes, and every gym in the city at one point has had a Feebas in it, but they've all been under 50 CP. I've been quite impressed with his selections.
That's pretty fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh.
Yeah, the taxi drivers around here are ruthless as well when it comes to Pokemon gyms. You can't hold them for long.
My God, I didn't realize it was that. I didn't realize it was that severe over there.
The city I'm in, mate, Pokemon's like a war zone. Like the Pokestops and the gyms, you can't hold them for 8 hours for coins. Like
really?
You can't just
Jeez.
one and go, right, I'll get my coins in 8 hours, and then we'll leave yellow to have it or blue to have it, or whoever. No, you need to take like 15 to 20 gyms if you want your 15 coins. Or your 50 coins. The Tarkov's probably less stressful than the Pokemon Go around here. At least I know at Tarkov eventually I'll get my dog tags. You don't know if you're getting your coins around here.
No, fair enough, okay.
There's one gym that we found where it doesn't get touched. It seems to be like a glitch in the Matrix. No one knows it's there, so you're guaranteed if you catch it, but you need a second account to be able to knock your own Pokemon out. Oh, maybe. That's unfair. How can you give me all 4 variations of Deoxys? Like, it's a little bit unfair.
I don't know. I'm looking at Shadow Lugia. That's my thing.
Oh, I'm gonna go for the Jirachi, I think.
The Wish Pokemon. Very good, very good. What's your favorite game?
Don't have one that I consistently rely on anymore. I tend to try and it works on my mood for what I feel like playing to what I end up playing. But favourite in a way, I think majority of the time my gaming's Tarkov related, so I think it's probably what would be classed as a favourite.
So what other games do you actually like? What other games have you played then? Like, have you played many other genres or?
So I played 15 years worth of World of Warcraft. My sins. I played a lot of things like Euro Truck Sim. I like rally games. I played a lot of Call of Duty over the years. I'm not a massive fan of things like city builders, but I have played them. Sports games, FIFA, Madden. I'll play a majority of things. The only things I can't get behind are things like Skyrim and anything sci-fi.
World of Warcraft is great.
It is, if you play the right faction.
Ooh, go on. Oh, actually, the way you said that, Horde.
I finished Horde. When I finished playing, I was Horde. For the first 4 years I played, I was Alliance. I was a Night Elf Rogue. And then there was something to do with the racials and raiding at the time, but the extra interrupt from the troll racial made the rogue really, really powerful for PvP as well. And then the Dragon Soul legendary daggers were really OP, so I went to the Horde side to make the most of those. And yeah, when I left in BFA, that was still what I was doing, a Horde troll rogue.
Yeah, that's fair. I always stuck with Night Elf Hunter.
Never been a hunter. It was the one thing that I struggled playing. But
I think everyone's got that problem. Like, I think everybody has a class that they just not just as really despise, but they just don't get on with. And mine, bizarrely, was Rogue.
the hunter and paladin screwed me. Unless it was holy paladin, I could play holy reasonably well. I just couldn't play ret or protection.
Oh, prop pally is probably one of my favorite plays. Absolutely love prop pally. There's something really fun. It was all about frying pan for me for paladin. Just that pong noise every time you do a move. I was like, yes. So it just resonated within me. It was perfect.
Just a bubble as a rogue when you open up on someone and you throw in evolution, so many attacks at someone, and then they just go, have a shield. I'm going to absorb like 80% of everything you throw at me, and then I'm going to run away. And you'd be like,
Are you looking at Rotom, the different forms of Rotom?
Yeah, I was trying to work out. It's not a Pokemon I've seen before, so I was. Looks a little bit like Orpheus, but it's not.
So Rotom is obviously, you know which one Rotom is, don't you? The one on the left of that one, yeah. So that's base form Rotom, and in the games you would find appliances, and Rotom would take over them, and those are the appliances. So you've got like the flying form, which is the fan in the bottom left, the grass type, which is the lawnmower, and so on and so forth. There's your fridge. Your fridge is back. But there is another evolution on this one as well.
There is. I like
Glaceon.
When we get to the favourites, we're going to have problems. So my daughter likes collecting the Build-A-Bear Pokemon, and she's got Leafeon and Glaceon.
Yeah.
But that's an expensive hobby.
Yes, they really are. Very, very muchly so. I've collected a lot of plush in my time, especially for Pokemon, and the Build-A-Bear ones are the ones that I've avoided because I know that if I start, I won't stop. There is too many of them. So, what made you choose to go for Respawn recruits this year?
So this year I had to do it because for the first 2 years that it'd been a thing, being region locked, I just I got myself into a place where I was like, no, now I can do it. I'm going to do it. For 2 years I've been told I can't. I'm now doing it. But originally it was the original community manager that got me to see the Respawn brand and see the progress they made, and they just seemed to be like a really friendly group of guys, and it's carried on with the current set of staff, and it's just a really friendly sort of place to hang out, and there's a lot of cool people to chill there, and it just vibes work. So, and if you can meet people that you can chill out with and game with and create with that are the same like-minded size of you, you've got a company full of those people. It's just going to bring on leaps and bounds between you all, isn't it?
Yeah, I agree. Very, very powerful, very powerful sort of words there, to be fair, because I think that pretty much exactly describes what Respawn is. It's a very
family environment.
Yeah, it's exactly why I went for them. Everything that I do is all community based, and I followed them a good while before the event, potentially a year, I'm not sure. But and when I saw it, I was like, let's go for it, see what happens. Looked more into their sort of story and things like that, and it just resonated with me as a content creator and as a human. So
the work ethic as well. They work so hard to do what they're trying to do.
Yeah,
it just kind of inspires you to want to work to that next level to try and see if you can get to that next goal.
Yeah, no, that I really get. Obviously, I know you said that you were part of the Respawn top 250, but once a recruit, always a recruit, and there's always a chance to get back in, as they keep saying. But what's been your favourite moment of the recruit competition so far?
Seeing how far some people are willing to go to kind of get what they want to get. Like, some of the effort that's been put in by some of the guys has been insane. So it's just been nice to see how far people have been able to drive themselves in a quest for sort of the same goal, I suppose. It's been nice to see, to be fair. Even from an outside perspective, I put on Twitter the first week that I'd been cut. It was nice to sit as a spectator and watch everyone else work for what they wanted, and
Yeah.
sit and support your friends afterwards. And that's
Yeah.
pretty much it's what it's been. It's been a really cool process and a really cool journey. It's not over yet, but
yeah. Tell me about it. I think it's going to be really interesting. I do not envy. I think it's Tyler that is dealing with a lot of this. I do not envy them at all. Picking. I know exactly why they went with 110, because it was almost impossible to do it on this round. So
I think it's the first year that they have basically added extras back every round, just because it goes along there.
Yeah.
From an outside perspective, at least, I don't know. I couldn't do what you're doing now at top 100.
No. This stuff's
I'd be so nervous all the time.
It's. I feel like this has just kind of pushed me, and without it, I think I wouldn't have been. I don't think I'd have been where I am with it right now, because it really has pushed me to do more than I was expecting to do, and you know, the amount of support has been ridiculous as well. Like support from people like people I don't really know at all are just like, yeah, I'm rooting for you. And it's like that's crazy to think. Like there's a lot of people that I've met through this, such as yourself, such as Tiger Lily and Mamalumi and all sorts of other people as well. Hempedemic is another person that I've actually done a collab with recently, and of course during the Fall Guys competition met a lot of people there, and it's just been great. It's just been great. The support from them has been mad.
A lot of new names to learn and a lot of Twitter handles to try and remember. Have you ever made the mistake of typing the hashtag into Twitter itself and then going through and going, oh, wait a minute, I'm not following half as many people as I need to be?
Yep, that's how I figured it out. That's how I figured out who I needed to follow. So, yeah.
This evolution was the biggest pain in the butt, because I didn't realise you could trade it with a friend to get a free evolution, so I farmed 400 candies.
Oh, Selgor's not even very good. So, whilst you're finishing off this row, I've got one last question for you. But this one last question that I've got for you is probably going to be quite a difficult one, and you don't have to be pressurised to answer it. Which other recruit are you vouching for? Who would your vouch go to for the top 5? Who would you like to see there?
There are a lot of names that I could give you, and because of the amount of names that I could give you, I'm not going to give a name because there are so many that deserve to be there. I'm going to stay neutral with this one, I'm afraid.
That is totally cool, because honestly, it is one of those things where it's like you want to see so many people get there. And
for so many different reasons too. And I could sit and give you a reason for each of the top 100 and why they should be in the top 5. But there's still 95 people at the end of the day that are going to get cut between now and then that don't deserve it. And there have been 200 people that have already been cut that, again, don't deserve it, but they've had to drop them down eventually. Don't envy Tyler at all.
Nope. I agree. Cool. Well, that's all my questions, but there's only one last thing that actually remains, and I just want to go through a few of your Pokemon choices here. I'm just very interested, especially the favorites. Let's swing us over to the favorites.
Let's swing us across. There we go. Right.
I want you to go through the ones we haven't really spoken about, which I think are the last 3. Because I'm extremely interested as to why you didn't pick about one of them, but I'll get to that. The Hariyama, what's the crack?
Oh, it's the shiny in Pogo. Like, it's a Pokemon I've seen in a few bits. It's just the shiny's such cool. It's so vibrant, and if Hariyama was a professional wrestler, he'd be Rikishi. Rikishi was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. So it was
Rikishi
kind of
Fatu.
You can just imagine like Hariyama just doing the old stink face on like a Pikachu in a Pokemon battle. It's hilarious. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of those. Heatran don't know why I went with Heatran, to be fair. I think all 4 of the legendary dogs are amazing Pokemon. I don't know. I think the shiny for it again is quite cool. So it's just been, it's one of those.
So it was that one I was surprised with, by the way. It was the Heatran I was surprised with.
Which one did you think I was going with?
Well, if you click on Heatran, I have no idea why you didn't pick Glaceon or Leafeon.
Well, I couldn't pick between the 2 of them.
Oh.
You think in each of the other one I've only got 1 evolution. I messed myself over by adding 2, so I couldn't pick either of them.
Fair enough.
And some of the other ones are a little bit kooky. So
fair.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay.
And then this guy was the most recent quest I completed on Pokemon Go. A series of quests a few weeks ago that you typed a code in online, and it gave you a quest for each of the Reggie Pokemon. And,
I didn't see that. Oh.
That was the last one I finished.
Yeah. Nice.
So no, that was why I chose that one.
Okie dokie. Awesome. Well, thank you very, very much, Hellfire. I really appreciate you taking time out of your night to come and talk some Pokemon stuff with us and have a good time. And it's been really good to get to know you a bit better too.
Thank you for having me, and best of luck for the top 50 cut tomorrow.
And well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right? But thank you again, and no doubt I will hopefully see you back in there.
Well, one day we'll both be in there.
That's what I like to hear.
European team. There'll be a European team. We'll both be sat there one day.
Cool, man. Thank you very much, though.
Not a problem. Enjoy the rest of your day.